What is the worst MCU Disney Plus show? That's what I'm talking about in this video. It is actually a clip from the Unusual Couple podcast with myself and my girlfriend Cam. We do weekly episodes over there, and we just posted our longest episode yet, almost a 2-hour-long ranking discussing all of the MCU Disney Plus shows, the Loki Season 2 trailer, and a lot more. So check that out, link down below in the description. This is just a little snippet of that, a sneak preview of what you can expect if you guys check out the full episode. So hit that like button, comment your ranking of the MCU Disney Plus shows down below, and enjoy this clip, and be sure to check out the full episode on the podcast channel.
Number 9 for me is She-Hulk. I've seen the first 4 episodes to completion, parts of the others, and the finale, fully the finale. Ooh, we're hiding. You look like one of those little people who cover their paper in elementary school.
Probably
like
someone like you. Yeah,
for sure. We actually had dividers.
Well, I just don't want you looking at my list.
No, it's fair. I don't want you to see mine either. So She-Hulk is in last. That show is it's painfully unfunny to me and frankly cringe. The one thing that got under my skin more than anything was that the show was like, we're making fun of all the people who theorize in the MCU, but the show would like play along into it and then like try and tee up cameos. Like I thought it was so clever and it just wasn't.
Yeah.
It was dreadful for what I've seen, and the finale was a joke. What a sick joke. It got so meta, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
Mind-blowingly stupid.
Yeah.
It's dead last for me.
I don't blame you. My number 9 is Secret Invasion. I've seen the first 2 episodes.
You're good.
Haven't finished it, and I don't know if I want to. I was kind of holding out to binge it at the end, and I was really only going to binge it depending on like who was going to show up. I was waiting for Daisy Johnson to show up, Quake for my boy Drew, and for like Jules and James, but she did not. And then I know there was a scene where Nick Fury was like calling somebody, like, let's finish this. So I was like, oh, Monica, right? Because she's with Fury at the beginning of the Marvels, or Carol, or someone important. No.
That scene confused me so much. I was like, what is happening?
I don't even know. So I just don't care. Rhodey's a Skrull. I already know that. I read leaks months ago. I also could not, gun to my head, could not give a single care in the world about Rhodey. That's like, he's maybe one of my least favorite Marvel characters.
That's totally fair.
I don't find him funny.
The most unlikable he's ever been in Secret Invasion. And it's like,
see,
they made it extra obvious because he was a Skrull, but he's like...
That would be bad for me because I already strongly dislike him to begin with. Every time he opens his mouth,
in this show.
Every time Rhodey speaks in Endgame, I just want to turn the movie off immediately. Like, I don't find any of his jokes funny. Maybe at the very most when he talks about strangling baby Thanos. But that's maybe like a breath out of my nose, like a...
Yeah. Honestly, his best work is in the first Iron Man when it's not Don Cheadle.
I was about to say.
It's Terrence Howard. So, sorry.
I just, like, he's just there. I don't care for Rhodey.
I've never been a Rhodey guy.
It's so funny watching people react to him being a Skrull and being like, this ruins Rhodey's character. I'm like, Rhodey's character sucked since Civil War.
The only thing that does bother me is that it does mess with the canon a little bit because he wouldn't be like as in the know on everything, and it was just weird. Like, so remember, that's a court martial, like in Infinity War, like that's a Skrull that's like having that joking tone with the Avengers as they arrive, like to meet up in Infinity War.
Him being rude to Carol when she shows up, and he's like, if you don't mind me asking, where have you been this whole time? Shut up.
Yeah.
Go away. Maybe.
No lie, that actually makes a lot more sense now.
No, that's what I'm saying. He sucks in Endgame.
No, him being like that towards her is the only thing that actually makes sense with him being a Skrull.
I know.
Because he would have beef with her.
I know.
As a Skrull.
So true.
I don't think anyone's ever talked about that yet.
I've seen people talk about being like, oh.
That makes sense. Anything else with like him being like sad about Tony dying, like great actor, the Skrull should win an Oscar. But like, I mean, what?
I just don't care. I don't care about Rhodey. I don't really care about his friendship with Tony. I have been saying this the entire time I've been watching Marvel. I think Rhodey should have died in Civil War.
I second that.
It's time.
Yeah, I second that.
It's time. Get off my screen. I'm good. If Tony's not there, I don't care that Rhodey's there. Like, there's just no reason for him to be there. There's so many other characters we could utilize in terms of arms dealing or whatever Rhodey's point is for existing at this point. There's so many other characters that could do what he's doing. We don't need him there. We don't.
To be completely honest, the OG6 need to be on. Like, Iron Man and Cap are gone and Natasha's gone, but like at this point, after Love and Thunder, I don't need to see Thor again. Kate Bishop is the new Hawkeye, and Hulk, what is he even doing? He's the lamest of the 6 now. And
He's
some of them are
always
literally
been.
dead, and they're still cooler than him dead. So
I just don't care about Rhodey. Is
Yeah.
his show even still happening?
actually, if it does happen, it's a movie now. They switched it into a movie, and Cam, it's not happening. Don't worry. It's
I
literally
won't
it's
watch
never.
it. I don't think I'd watch it.
It won't see the light of day.
The only reason I'd watch it is if Bucky and Sam were in it.
If
That's the only
Disney
reason.
wants to make money, they will not make that.
Yeah,
That
that's a loss of
that's
money.
a bomb waiting to happen.
Immediately loss
Yeah.
of money.
Uh,
But that's why Secret Invasion's at 9 for me.
yeah, we're talking about that in a second. But before we do, number 8 for me is What If.
Right.
Was that your number 8 or no?
No.
Okay, so you have What If higher than me. What If has great concepts, great ideas, great one-off episodes. Notably, the Doctor Strange episode where he keeps like trying to save Christine Palmer, I believe is her name.
Yes.
And
My queen.
like no matter what he does, she dies. It was a tragic.
Yeah.
That was a great episode. I liked the zombie episode.
Yeah.
I also even liked the Ultron episode.
So you're telling me you like Secret Invasion more than What If?
Yeah.
Wow, interesting.
Like meaning I would, and really for me when I rank these, a lot of it comes down to like rewatchability and
Interesting.
just
Okay.
overall enjoyment. I mean, I watched 4 episodes of the show. I watched the 2 episodes when I got them early, and then I watched 4 in one sitting.
Yeah,
If I hated it, I don't think I could have done that.
that's fair. That's
It's
fair.
not the worst thing ever. I don't love the. I mean, it's just a bit of a drag, which we'll talk about that momentarily. But I genuinely just, I think What If's one of the least memorable,
That's fine.
and I don't need season 2. No one's asking for it.
I don't.
It's a waste of money for Disney.
I'm not too upset with that being your number 8.
Yeah, I don't. And again, I see some people be like, "Bro, What If is mad over hated," and I'm like, it's just the least relevant of them all. Like She-Hulk's more relevant
Okay.
than What If to me.
Okay.
So that's my number 8.
All right.
Yours?
Moon Knight. Number 8, Moon Knight.
You just triggered an entire section of fragile fanboys online. So
I'm literally so sorry.
congrats.
I'm so sorry. We got the
Don't
first.
apologize
We
because
got
I'm about to talk about that soon.
We got the first 4 episodes of Moon Knight early,
Yeah.
and I was into it. I was so into it. The vibes were giving me very like National Treasure, sort of Indiana Jones, like archaeologist. Like, ooh, I like this. We're going
Uncharted
to,
on
we're
honestly,
going to
yeah,
Egypt, and we're digging up things, and I like it, and I like what's going on. And then Mark dies, and then he's greeted by a hippo on a boat going through the desert of life? Question mark.
Incredible CGI in that.
Oh
in that
my
episode.
god, the transition from episode 4 to episode 5 of Moon Knight erases anything I liked about the show in the first 4 episodes. Like, it makes me so mad. And I remember when we got those first 4 episodes, we had to wait like a month until we got
1
episode
month.
5. So afterwards, you were like hyped on Moon Knight, and me, I was like, they're gonna do something to fuck this up. I think he dies.
We kind of had a reversal where I wasn't liking it as much as you, and then the twist, I was like, "There's so much potential here."
I was like, there's no potential.
yeah, I was like, "There's so much potential," because I was
And
like, I was like, "This is just generic."
We almost
eh.
like fought for real. I remember when it ended because I was liking it.
Yeah.
Then you were not liking it. The twist happened, and you were like, "Oh yeah."
I was like,
"Oh
this
baby."
is. It was like Shyamalan. Like I literally had chills. I was like, this is like Nolan Shyamalan. They're actually gonna make great TV.
And I was
And
like,
then the next episode was like,
I knew
what
immediately.
Am I watching?
The minute what happened in episode 4 happened, I was like, "Oh, it's like a gray cloud went over my head." I was like,
Yeah.
"They're gonna mess this up." I don't know where they're possibly going, but I know it's not gonna be somewhere good.
Yeah.
And then I watched episode 5, and I was like, "Wait, don't we see the hippo at the very end of episode 4? I think."
yeah,
Oh my god.
it's like in a door.
Guys,
remember?
it's so bad. I hate it more than I hate most things ever. Moon Knight makes me mad.
We'll
And then
talk about
people
it
are
more in a
like,
second.
we need Moon
Yeah.
Knight in a movie. I could not see Moon Knight ever again, and I would live a happy life.
To be honest, there's no role for him, and I'll talk about that more in a second.
The-
I'll save like my thoughts on it for when I talk
I
about it. but, yeah.
thoroughly enjoy Oscar
Oscar Isaac.
Isaac's performance. I don't know why I was blanking on his name.
It's okay.
I thoroughly enjoy Oscar Isaac's performance. That scene where he's crying on the street.
Can I tell you
Great,
something real quick?
Fantastic.
In my live stream the other day,
Yeah.
someone said, "Hot take: Oscar Isaac as Moon Knight is the second best MCU casting of all time."
Dog.
I just rattled off like
That's
10 dudes who are better,
Crazy.
and women, men and women who are better in their
That's
roles.
crazy.
Look, he's a fantastic actor. I could name probably 15 people who could do that.
That's wild.
You know, it is.
I just, the way that show went, Oh boy, did I hate it. And then the whole third personality thing where everyone was
At the
like,
very end.
"Oh, it's gonna be." Do you even remember his
Jake
name?
Lockley.
I pray to whoever is listening, Kevin Feige, if you're watching this, please don't make me go through a second season of Moon Knight. Please.
You won't have to.
I hope I don't.
You want to know something? I'm gonna talk about this right now.
Go ahead.
This was years ago. So if this ever comes, I take this with a grain of salt. This was like a year ago now. Supposedly, people were saying Moon Knight's in the new Captain America movie. And he has like a big role. How would you feel? Would you walk out of the theater?
No, because I love Sam.
I would laugh so hard.
I love Sam too much, but oh my god, I would.
I honestly want him to be in it now. I want him to be in it now. I would just laugh so hard.
I would have to find a cliff.
Oh man.
And drive off of it.
Because no one would talk about the movie. They'd be like, "Moon Knight's back, baby."
I just hate Moon Knight. I don't like the show at all.
Cam's anti-Moon Knight.
I think that
Oscar Isaac's the shining light in that show.
Yeah, of course, obviously. I think that the hype for it was
I was the hype
much.
man for a bit there, and then I realized in the last two, in true Marvel fashion, it really fell off.
I was like, this is not good.
Yeah.